When you were a kid, well, were you a 90s kid, such as I? Did you like to play Mario 64? Did you always wish that you could play as Luigi, but never got to? Every time that we heard about some kind of way that you could find the option to play as Luigi in the game, or go somewhere to play Luigi, it always turned out to be a lie. Now, there are ways you can hack the ROM of Super Mario 64, and a good bit of stuff is out there on the web showing that you can make Mario look like Luigi on an emulator on your computer. The right kind of hacker can change the color of his in-game player character's clothes to green and put an L on his hat and, well, I guess make him a bit taller. That part which I don't really think is necessary. I personally always pictured Luigi in Mario 64 to just be a resemblance of Mario, just wearing green and with an L on his hat. So you can not stress as much on work on that aspect. Can you make him sound like Luigi too? You could give him the voice clips from other N64 games that came out in the 90s, like Super Smash Bros. Or Mario Party, or maybe Mario Kart. The games that showed us what 3D platform Luigi sounds like. Now, would you like to use his higher pitched voice or his lower pitched voice that you hear in different games? Maybe there could be the option for the player to hear either one. Some things like these, such as the visual stuff, have already been done and shown on the web. The game has been played these kinds of ways by the means of emulation. Yes, emulation is an option and legal if you own hard copies of what you're emulating, including a console, I assume. But for those of us who have done our gaming on consoles ever since we were kids, our feelings toward emulation come down to these simple words. It's just not the same. Does anybody know if these kinds of patched N64 ROMs can be played on a flash cart? I myself have never done it before. I don't own a flash cart, and here's why. Who else here prefers to have each of their individual games on their own cartridges or discs represented individually with each their own label or cover with their own artwork and title? It's about time to explore the possibilities of Nintendo 64 reproduction carts. In the right hands of an experienced electrical engineer or repro maker, can you take the SD slot, rearrange chips, capacitors, and resistors, solder the SD slot somewhere lower on the board. Then you could close it up with a normal casing without the hole in the top where you would put an SD card, and just put a new sticker label on it, the label on the front that will represent the artwork of the game and have the title on it. Or would it be physically easier to fit micro SD somewhere on the board? See, then you just reassemble it, close it up, and there you go. Out of sight and out of mind. Just pop it in and go for it.